Yo, what's up? What's up, everybody? Um, Good morning from St. Kitts and Nevis. It's a bit sunny here, which is good. See some clouds rolling in though. We need the rain though. It's been super hot, but we need this rain. So I'm grateful for it. I'm not gonna complain, surely. How y'all doing, man? Wherever you are, hope y'all are safe. Peace and power to everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is me on my break from my office. Every now and again, I like to take my little hour, and talk with y'all and see what's on y'all mind. We got the Olympics going on, but I gotta say, man, I mean, being in Tokyo, I don't really get good coverage of the Olympics. You know, and some of these sports I really don't give a hell about. Like I was up late the other night watching women's skateboarding. Since when is women's skateboarding? Is skateboarding in general an Olympic sport? Is this the first time skateboarding has been an Olympic sport? But it was terrible because everybody kept falling. What's up, UGC Flame? It was like I was like, why is everybody falling? And then somebody got first place, and I didn't understand how they got first place. So I mean, the Olympic sports, man, Jesus. I mean, some of these sports, I just don't understand how these things are sports. Yeah, I mean, I'm up in the night and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna watch some Olympic sports. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let me watch some of this shit. Next thing I know, I'm seeing I'm seeing these chicks doing kick flips, and they just kept falling. And it was like, I don't understand. Maybe I don't understand the sport, so let me not talk too much about it. But I don't get how this is an Olympic sport. I thought skateboarding and all those types of things had their own world championships. It was like X Games or whatever. It's in the Olympics now. I don't know, man. Then at the same time, they had surfboarding. Well, all I could see in surfboarding was chicks on the board with the ass sticking up out the water, and I didn't understand what the f was going on there either. Some of these sports, man, I swear to you. I watched some swimming last night though. I like the swimming because at least with the swimming, I have an idea, in my dumb mind as to how it works. At least in swimming, you know who wins a race. People are swimming 100 meters, 200 meters, 400 meters, and whoever gets to the end first wins. I can get that, but I don't get how I'm sitting here watching people doing ollies for gold medal. You're doing ollies and, as Black said, kick flips and falling, and you get a medal. I don't understand. Not that I can do ollie. I can't do ollie. So maybe it's hard. Maybe it's hard work. So maybe somebody. So maybe someone can educate me on that, man. Yeah, maybe Mauricio. Yeah, maybe Mauricio Suleiman advised them, Black. Maybe. Hey, let me drop the link, man, in case anybody want to jump on with me. I don't have nothing in particular to talk about. I'm just kind of, doing my thing. I told y'all this is breaktime rambles. It's just me running my mouth. So that's all it is, man. But the Olympics for me have been weird because everything comes on when I'm asleep. Like you're gonna have basketball on, the US versus Iran, and that's gonna be on like almost 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm an old man. I'm not staying up to watch the US play goddamn Iran 1 o'clock in the morning. So it's kind of weird that this is what's going on, but whatever. I guess that's just what it is. The Olympics is a global event. It's in Japan right now, and I just have to deal with it and watch highlights. In case anybody's wondering, my avatar picture, that is the VADA logo. I'm gonna ask VADA to kindly do an outline of this and make it into the official logo. VADA or nada. But yeah, so back to the Olympics. The Olympics really has to get more exciting. Like some of these sports really ain't shit. I think someone told me, there's 1-2 kid. What's up, 1-2 kid?
What's going on, Con?
You
Here to enjoy your rambles, because I could ramble too.
You've been watching the Olympics?
Some of it, yeah.
You watched the skateboarding 1-2 kid?
Nah, I didn't watch that one. What's going on?
Nah, I don't know, nothing. I was just like saying, like, bro, I was up late night watching women skateboarding. Everybody kept falling. Then all of a sudden they had a first place and a second place. I'm like, but everybody fell. How I don't understand this sport. So it's like, what kind of sport is this where everybody keeps falling and then you just get first place for doing an ollie?
Maybe maybe a stuntman Olympics. How well they fall down. You know what I'm saying? How well they tumble it without injury. And then
I don't understand.
They grade them.
So maybe it's just me then, man. I mean, the American girl, I watched her and she just kept busting her ass all day. Like she just kept falling off of the stairs, falling off of the railings. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, yo, it's like I don't understand the sport. So let me not talk about. Maybe there's an art in falling. Maybe there's an art in not bruising your knee. I don't understand.
Not landing.
Yeah, there's an art in that. So I don't understand. Then what up, Matt and Ramos? Then I watched. I think surfing was on, and then all I saw was just chicks with their ass sticking up out the water. I'm like, I mean, that's fine, but I don't think that's gold medal worthy. So I don't understand, like,
Well, it depends on the event,
It depends. It depends
on the event. You know what I mean? Maybe it's how many inches it comes out of the water. You know what I'm saying? How firm it is. You know, I mean, these things matter at certain times in your life. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm saying, like, I don't understand. Like, I guess I don't understand the sport, so I'm not going to talk too much about it.
No, I got you. All bullshit aside, I got you.
Next time somebody comes across me, like, oh, this ignorant MF for talking about women like that. But I'm saying, like, some of these sports don't need to be Olympic sports.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, I don't think the Olympics need these types of, like, as far as I know, the X Games had like skateboarding and surfing, that type of stuff. You know what I mean? The Olympics, I remember, but then this ain't even the worst, because I remember one year the Olympics had ballroom dancing as a sport. I was like, ballroom, like the bachata?
Yeah.
Like who can do the foxtrot the best? What's this?
They got darts too, so.
Yeah. Oh man,
you never know.
But at least, you see, the Olympics was started off as a competition of martial sports, right? A lot of combat sports, running, shit like that. So maybe that fits, because you could kill somebody with a dart.
If I was to, I'm pretty good at darts when I'm drinking, so I probably would fail water. But you know what I'm saying? So I would be I would test positive for substances, and they probably stripped me of my gold medal. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. That's funny. It's funny to me though. But you know what I have been looking into?
Yeah.
And the rabbit hole keeps getting deeper. But me, I add some common sense to this shit, cut through the horse shit, and go, look at that. How simple was that? You know what I'm saying? And what I've noticed is a lot of people are reporting, channels. There's a lot of articles out there saying that, there's VADA testing for Manny Pacquiao and Earl Spence. And what I noticed is there was also reports on that when he fought Keith Thurman. And they said that, these guys were enrolled in VADA. And you know what I found it to be true was they were enrolled in VADA. And actually, Pacquiao is enrolled in VADA, but he's not enrolled in the full VADA. What he's enrolled in is they're going to take his blood, but they are not going to test his blood. And I said, "Ain't that some shit?" And then then the blood gets sent to the Nevada State Athletic Commission, and they decide what they want to do with it.
Yeah.
And who they send it to, which is usually USADA, which isn't VADA. I mean, or WADA either. They use WADA rules, but they're not even testing really.
So it's not the real shit that Joshua and Usyk are in.
That's right. And they also charge twice as much for the testing. So I looked at some articles, and I was very surprised at what I found. In 2018, it was an article for 2018. I believe it was the Hauser report on USADA and VADA. And I would suggest people to really look into that shit because, I think that they're using some hot bullshit right now. You know what I mean? Oh, this is all the Olympic sports.
Yeah, go ahead. Finish your point because this is important.
Right. Yeah, very important. So what I'm saying is, you take the WBC boxing program, clean boxing program, right? Who is in association with VADA, right? In association with VADA, but doesn't necessarily mean that they are a fighter is innocent because they're not reporting it by association. And just because VADA is taking the test, I mean, like taking the blood, doesn't mean that they're taking the test. So, I don't know, man. It comes down to the commissions because it's reported to the commissions, and they do not report everything publicly. So that goes for the people taking the test. So I think that's a problem. They bring it to the commission, and the commission contacts the fighter and says, well, what's going on? And some of these guys are even fined $200 for missing tests. When VADA comes and calls to pick up their phone.
Yo, man.
They won't pick up their phone and they get charged like $900.
Hey, man. One to a kid. I mean, what can I say, man?
Yeah, that's just bullshit.
Hey, yo, so here's the Olympic sports. And we all knew it was going to be some bullshit with this goddamn Manny Pacquiao, Errol Spence testing shit.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people have accused Errol Spence of being on something. And we know long term, for a while, people have been accusing Manny Pacquiao.
Right.
So this is not surprising. It's just disappointing.
What's disappointing to me about it, though, Kong, is the fact that they're saying that that Manny is enrolled in VADA, and that he's already taken the test twice, and that Errol Spence is probably juicing to the gills. And I'm going, well, that's favoritism right there, because just because they took his blood don't mean they tested it. And just because you got some VADA dudes around you 365 doesn't mean that you paid for them to take the test and to test it themselves. So this is all horseshit to me. And like I said, is I look through that shit. I want to know. I'm not seeing them on the site. I think Black exposed that. Either one of them are not enrolled in the full VADA program. So I need to know these things, because if they're pushing a clean sport, and this goes for the WBC clean boxing program, right? WADA, who basically does the test, but or they go by the rules of the test, but USADA, who does not even test anymore and has only found in 8 years the same amount that VADA has caught in 8 days. So these are facts, y'all. These are facts. Okay. You caught just as many people in 8 days than USADA has caught in 8 years. That sounds, that sounds big fishy. That sounds big fishy, Laurent.
Big fish, the big fish.
Yeah. Damn. So these are the sports, huh? What we got?
Yeah.
Darts,
We're-
handball.
I don't see darts here.
Yeah, I don't see it either. Golf.
3-on-3 basketball. Sorry. You got
Bless
some
you.
archery, some artistic gymnastics, swimming. Oh, God damn.
Bless you.
Um,
BMX freestyle.
yeah,
BMX racing.
I always thought BMX, like these things were supposed to be in the X Games. These were not. Since when were these things Olympic sports? Right?
I don't know.
These I thought these were X Games sports, right? And you got some canoeing, some slalom canoeing, some horse riding here. What else, man? Some pentathlon, road cycling. No, I don't. Trampoline. Is a trampoline sport?
Yeah, I guess so.
What the
That's
fuck?
what it says. That's what it
Like
says, man.
the shit my kids do in the backyard? Trampoline?
Water polo.
Oh my god. The rhythmic gymnastics, the stuff with the ribbon, that long ribbon, and they twirl it around and shit. Here's the surfing. I told you, I saw the chick sticking their ass up out the water, and I was just like, ooh. But then I don't understand simultaneously. Then you have skateboarding where the chicks was falling, and then somebody got first place. Ah man, goddamn. All this shit. I don't, I mean, some of them are cool. I understand, because I think the Olympics is supposed to be more. To me, I think the Olympics need to allow back in more combat sports. You know what I'm saying? They need to allow in no gi grappling. Well, I still have karate. Karate never used to be an Olympic sport. Only taekwondo was an Olympic sport. And I remember at one point, the people in the karate federations wanted to keep it out of the Olympics because the Olympics have a way of destroying the art. Like Olympic rules are much different to actual competition rules.
Mm-hmm.
So sport taekwondo, I used to practice this, and when you look at actual, sport taekwondo for the Olympics is much different to the martial art taekwondo. You know what I'm saying? It's really strange. The judo, Olympic judo is much different to judo that they practice for self-defense. It's just the rules are just different. So a lot of people didn't really want no jiu-jitsu per se. They could do no gi grappling. But again, because of the Olympics, they try to water everything down. And a lot of people don't want that. So,
yeah, but I mean, when it comes to gis, it becomes a lot harder to throw a motherfucker when you can't grab his gi.
Right. So no gi, is gonna be more grappling. More just on the floor grappling. I guess they say they already have wrestling, and there was a time when wrestling was in danger of being removed from the Olympics, which I don't understand because that was one of the original Olympic sports. Motherfuckers was wrestling naked and shit.
Well, there you go. It was doing it like the Vikings.
You got dudes out there putting people in headlocks close to the sausage. Anyway. So that was
I think that's why the Vikings were so fucking successful in kicking everyone's ass, because they used to hop off their boats butt naked. Motherfuckers were like, what the fuck is this? They were like, "No, don't touch me with that." Like, get the fuck away from me. You stop. It kind of takes the concern out of the fighting. It's like, wait a minute.
What's up, being boxing news? What's up? Yeah, I was watching some more shit today, man. Like, I seen Naomi Osaka lost her match. I think she got eliminated in the prelims or some shit. She got eliminated. I think Simone Biles pulled out of a final. It's just a lot of, I don't think this shit is panning out like how they thought it would. Well, a lot of the big sport athletes are people like Osaka. You got Team USA basketball getting their ass whooped. I'm not sure. This whole Olympics seemed to be just really strange. No fans allowed into the damn stadium. Nothing. You know, I'm just looking forward to the track and field events so I can watch that. At least I know what that is.
Right. Well, I see now that at least I gotta give I gotta say this for the Nevada State Athletic Commission. They no longer holding marijuana as a banned substance. So you know, shout out to them because it's not an enhancing drug. You know what
It's
I'm
not an
saying?
enhancing drug, but like I saw this whole thing with Shakiri, right?
Yeah.
I don't think it's no enhancing drug. But what I say to people is that while it's not an enhancing, while it's still on the rules, you have to be very careful. You don't think other people smoke? All them other people,
Right, right. And a lot of
they
other
smoke
people
too.
make sacrifices not to
They
do
smoke
that
too.
shit.
But trust
Right.
me, these people smoke. They just know. Say, look here, man. I got this shit coming up. I'm out to
Yeah.
cut it
You know what
off
I
for a
mean?
little while.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. And I felt the same way about you. Matter of fact, you and me
Yeah,
were talking to Pigeon
yeah.
about the shit, and I don't know where he was. I think he was on some enhancing drugs
I don't know what he's talking.
when he was here. But but at the same time, I was like, you know, hey man, or you know, if you know what's coming up, that's what you got to do. You
That's
know what
what
I
you
mean?
gotta do right now, bro.
Right. Yeah, I get it. But I did
Just keep your
also
head down,
say
man.
that they should take it off because I think
Of
it's.
course.
I mean, who was the guy in the UFC that they fucking banned pretty much for life?
Nick
The
Diaz,
brother
bro.
Diaz. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, wow. And yet, and still, you got motherfuckers who popped for some serious shit that are still fighting and still performing and still up there getting paid, and that's the horse shit right there.
I
That's
think Nick Diaz got banned after he beat up Takanori Gomi. That was some years ago. And he got years suspension. I was like, for ganja? Years for ganja? For real? I was like, that's crazy.
maybe he beat up the wrong motherfucker. Maybe you know, maybe that's what it really was. They were like, yeah, we can't have this. He got this dude's number.
Yeah.
Because
So
a lot of fighters get that shit too. A fighter can have another fighter's number and get they ass whooped by everybody but the bad motherfucker that's on top.
yep.
And they
Yep.
be like, well, we got to get rid of this motherfucker because he fucking up the game.
Yep.
So that's what you get. You got a lot of people like that. You know, Antonio Tarver kind of had, you know, Roy Jones' number. Vernon Forrest had Mosley number when he was pound for pound. So there's always somebody out there that can whip your ass, y'all. Just letting you know.
I gotta say though, like the Olympic boxing, the American team, you know what's unfortunate? Years ago, you knew who the American boxing team was. You knew these guys' name, you knew who they were, you knew all of that. It was so popular. Like you knew, but nowadays you don't know. The only reason you know somebody from is because is Keyshawn Davis, that's because he fought pro. But Keyshawn Davis is not even well known. He's the best bet for maybe a medal, as far as I understand. But it's weird because I don't see like who are the big American super heavyweights? Like, do they have any super heavyweights in boxing? Do they have any heavyweights in boxing in the Olympics? Who?
I haven't really been keeping up with it, man. Myself, I don't seen. I think when it comes to Olympic boxing, nationals and things like that, and the amateurs, it's probably the most challenging thing that a fighter could go through, even through a professional career, because you got a country on your back, and then you strive to beat this guy, to beat that guy, to win this tournament, just for someone to say, yeah, you didn't win that fight, when even the guy that you beat, no, you beat him. So that's what kind of shunned me away from. We seen that happen to Roy. We seen that shit happen to Floyd. Shit, you know, a lot of these fighters they've been in there. You know what I mean? Depending on what country they are, you'll get it. You'll get a hometown decision in the Olympics.
Well, a lot of people felt like Anthony Joshua got a hometown decision too.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
that's true too. But I mean, there you go though. You know, it's unfair, and I think those are the hardest trials for the fighters, I believe. And then when they become the professionals, you know, they take it. They're so serious when they're in that, because you got a country on your back. You got a country. You got a whole country saying to you, "Yeah, you're gonna do it. Yeah, we counting on you. Yeah, we know you got it." You know what I'm saying? And then for someone to take it away from you like that,
Yeah.
that's some different shit. Like a lot of people ain't gonna experience that, man. So I wasn't mad at Shakur when he put on that
Oh
face.
my God.
I seen Floyd do it too. I think he was in the top 10. You know what I'm saying? So to the faces he made. But I'm saying, man, these dudes are passionate about what they do. And you know, they devastated. They devastated, especially they young, they emotional at that point in their career, in their life. So I ain't mad at them, but it's funny to look at though.
Oh my God. But I'm just wondering, like, what's up with American amateur boxing, man? Like, I'm really disappointed to see that American amateur boxing looks like it's taking like 10 steps back, like it's behind other countries. I know we had this conversation before where we were saying a lot of the young athletes now are choosing other sports and not boxing,
Mhm.
especially at the heavyweights.
But at the same time, they realizing that a lot of people, that they could start their professional careers sooner. We seen that happen too now, so they could start getting paid based off of their performances. You know, rather than going through the Olympics and getting the gold, or not getting the gold, getting the silver because this guy is the favorite. You know what I'm saying? And I think people are finding it, and it goes for other sports as well, where they don't go to the Olympics or they don't go to college, and they basically go right to the pros. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So these opportunities are presenting themselves, and it's a different way of doing it. I would suggest against it because I feel like education, and you become well educated in the ins and outs of how to deal with the sport, what you need to do. You're going to see different styles in education itself, that you need a backup plan because sports may not be there for you all your life, or you may get an injury. So you got to have a backup plan. You got to have a plan B. So you know what I mean? They can't, you know thinking is a good thing. Knowledge is power too. So what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, I got you. But yeah, man, that's my Olympic coverage, man. I don't know shit else about the Olympics. Don't you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna act like I know nothing. All I'm saying is I need to see more combat sport. I need to see motherfuckers getting thrown, kicked, or punched. I don't want to see people on skateboards falling and then getting a gold medal. I don't want to see chicks in bikinis out there on a board, and I don't know what's happening. The wave comes, it doesn't come, and then you fall off the board, and it's cool.
I'll tell you what would really change the game if they allowed MMA into the Olympics. That's something to ponder.
Right. Well,
That's
I don't
something.
know. These people who run the Olympics know they want. It's like they want out the combat sport because there was a time they wanted wrestling out, they wanted judo out. They don't seem like they're so much into the combat sports, and I don't like that shit, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I don't want to see you put no goddamn ballroom dancing. Who can do the best samba, the best two step? I mean, trust me, I got a mean two step myself.
He said.
But it ain't Olympic quality.
He said, "I'm not into gardening. They're gonna have a gardening.
Yeah, man.
They have a gardening event
Who can who
that
who can
lasts a
throw the
couple
best?
months."
Yeah, last a couple months. Who can throw the best and grow some tomatoes the best?
look at how they use their hands. Look how they pat the soil down.
Oh my God.
Notice the gesture when she waters it. Look at she does it so fluently. I don't know, man. I don't
Olympic
know.
shit. I don't
But
know.
what do you think about this whole Vada thing, man? This
What
whole
about VADA, bro?
USADA
Listen,
Vada
man,
clean boxing
everybody,
program bullshit.
everybody in a combat sport, everybody in a combat sport should be on the strict drug testing. None of this, as you just described, this shortcut backdoor
Yeah,
kind of test, kind of not test.
yeah,
None of that, bro. Listen, man.
yeah.
I don't like that, man.
Yeah, I don't like that shit either. I think it should be one test, and it should be the most, the most thorough of all tests that should be, put in. And I think it should be public knowledge when these dudes are on there, because basically the public's the one paying to watch these guys fight. The public's the one going to the events. The public's the one, you want to know what you're looking at. And I don't want to see who's got the best cocktail, you know what I'm saying? Who got the best mix. I want to see who the best fighter is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not into that. You know what I mean? And yeah, this might be entertaining, but at the same time, it's like, man, but what does it come into? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know
these guys ain't putting into training.
I know this shit is
advanced.
I know what I'm watching is plastic. It's not authentic. It's not
real.
real.
It's not real.
I know one of you or the two of you on some sort of supplement, and it's like, I don't understand why is it so hard to just subject yourself to the actual damn testing.
Right. And here's the other issue I have with it. If you're gonna have them take your blood, why? And it's cheaper to have them do the testing. Why would you go out of your way to pay more to have someone else test it after they took your blood, and then ship it to these people and then get the okay from these people, unless they're in that article, but like I was telling y'all about the Hauser report, it says unless it comes with a get out of jail free card. and I'm like, why would you raise that question even if you're not doing it? You know what I'm saying? If it's cheaper, why ain't you using it? Like, these are the questions that arise. You know what I mean? So if it just seems it's not sincere. It's not a sincere move. You know, I don't like it. I don't care for it. I don't knock Manny for the performances and the achievements that he has. But let's see, if he's doing it the right way. That's all I'm saying. I enjoy watching him fight, but that'll tarnish a man's career. You know what I'm saying? If somebody, comes up and they're dirty, or they shit constantly, and that goes for the commissions, and that goes for, all these people that are saying that they're for clean sport, and they advertise that shit. You know what I mean? Why don't we just come out with a VADA belt? How about that?
A VADA belt.
Yeah, a VADA belt.
We got some suggested sports. Women's pole vault. Thank you, Tone, for that suggestion.
That is a fact. I will not stop watching women's pole vault.
Oh my God.
That is fantastic. It's a fantastic sport. Those are some athletic women there, and all the hard work that they put into that. You know what I mean? It's worth a watch. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to all the women that perform in that. You know?
Yeah.
Shout out to all of them.
Thank you, Juancho, for that. Martin Ramos says curling is stupid. You see, curling is a very specific sport. So that comes from places with ice. I don't think they curl on ice. I don't know what they curl on, but you kind of gotta then you sweep in front of this goddamn big rock. But it's like, that's a very specific sport. So not everybody can compete in curling. You shouldn't have sports that everybody can't do. You know what I mean? Like, everybody can choke somebody out. Everybody can kick somebody. Everybody can punch somebody. Everybody can bounce a ball or kick a ball. But not everybody has a big rock that they can push and sweep in front of it. You know what I'm saying?
I wonder who came up with that sport. Was it some bored ass janitors? Was they just like, and then they called it like, custodial art?
Yeah. Again, any curling fans that might stumble across this live, I don't understand this sport. Don't get upset with us. We're just talking about what we see. Martin Ramos said that shit is stupid. That's what he said. That's what he said. Listen, that's what the man said, that the sports look stupid. Okay?
It's kind of like horseshoes, but with a broom and some ice. It's like, who got closer to it without actually hitting it? And unless, of course, it's kind of like that. I would say it's to that. Who got close to?
Hobbs is a fan of water polo. Listen, I'll be real with you. The first time I heard about water polo, I thought they had the horse in the water. I was a young kid. I was like, you have horses in the water playing water polo? Then I realized, no, it's just people throwing a ball around. Like, what the fuck?
That takes skill. That takes skill, man. You know, then people go through sacrifices. Their bodies look real old when they finally get out that water. You know what I'm saying? They go through hell. You
Yeah,
know.
hey, hey, there you go, man. No problem. I'm not again to the water polo fans that might stumble across this nonsense. Don't take it the wrong way. No disrespect. I just don't understand this sport. You're in the water and you have a Nerf ball, and you're throwing the Nerf ball around. So yeah, I don't get it, bro. You know, you can't even elbow nobody, nothing. You can't. Okay, so
You can't elbow nobody.
like if it was possible to like dive under and drag a motherfucker under the water, right? As like a move, like you know what I mean? I would that would be more exciting because you will see people getting dragged down to the water, so they're fighting for their life, as well as trying to get a Nerf ball in the goal. I would understand, but it's like, so what's happening here? You know?
So what you saying is you wouldn't mind when they relay racing if they could clip motherfuckers too. Like
Let me tell you something. I feel like okay, like if you had a relay and you could club somebody with the baton, right? I don't know. That's just me. That's just me.
your
Listen,
phone says it's not go.
I understand the relay. It's who's fastest. I know where the relay comes from. It's about,
Yeah, I
you
got
know,
you.
it came from sending messages from one messenger to the next and getting it as
Mm,
fast as possible to the
right.
city. But all I'm saying is things like water polo. Say, okay, if you were able to like tag in somebody and they jump off a diving board and like elbow smack like Randy Savage somebody.
Mm.
I don't get it, bro. So anyway, Martin Ramos wants to know how you win at curling. I don't know Martin Ramos.
I don't know, man.
um,
But you know
yeah,
what else would be a good a sport? Tag team boxing.
tag team boxing.
When someone getting rocked, they just go over there and tag. They touch gloves with a partner, then they come in and
What if what if it's like wrestling where they try to get away, but the wrestler grabs him and drags him back to the to his corner and they just start beating him and beating on him like how Ric Flair and them used to do.
I don't know. It's good in theory, but I mean, it might cause some serious brain damage. So I mean,
You got
I'm just saying it to be funny, but that shit would be entertaining.
Aob says the dressage is the most pointless sport. Watching a dancing horse, definitely. This horse is doing horse chips, and the horse is doing all this spinning in a circle. They got the horse dressed up nice. It's like, bro, I don't understand. Listen, I don't understand the sports. So if you're a dressage fan or if you're a dressage competitor, I invite you to come on and explain to AOBs why your sport is an Olympic sport. I mean, in my opinion, the Olympics is supposed to be um, a ball that you could kick or bounce, a combat sport, some form of okay, I don't mind sharp shooting and archery because you know that's a combat activity. Let me see. AOBs here talking about water polo. Exactly. You put the horse in a snorkel and it'll be fine.
Toad said, "Gay horses apparently." Oh man. Oh man. So yo, my horse would beat yours in a race, but can your horse dance?
The horse can't dance, bro. Lemon says, so you're saying you can't do the water? Now, listen, okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. Seeing them ladies spin around in a nice, wonderful way. It sounds chauvinistic, I get it, but I don't mind seeing wet women.
Yeah, equal opportunity, y'all.
I don't mind seeing wet women, and that's a wonderful thing. I don't. Anyway, leave me alone, Laurent. Look here. Matt Ramos said his son competed in the relay. See?
That's what's
See?
up.
Tone says the horses might be gay.
Be careful with that one, y'all.
Like the Olympics is like I don't know what's happening, bro. Like I can't see no good sports. All the good sports come on when I'm asleep. Then when I wake up, it's just this wild, random shit on TV. You know, and I don't understand. Like they need to put the Olympics in Atlanta always, so I can watch it at regular times. Stop tape delaying my Olympics and only giving me the shit sports. Where's my judo? I want to see somebody get thrown. All right. I don't want to see people falling off skateboards. Okay. I did enjoy the swimming though. I did enjoy the swimming. I like swimming. Um, I was wonderful. But I'm ready for the real shit, bro. You
Yeah.
know, give me some track. I'm sorry Shakiri not there. So no, the Jamaican woman gonna run away with this shit. And in the men's 100 meters, I think America got that locked. And probably in the 200 too. It's probably, you know, America and Jamaica. You know, Jamaican women gonna win the 200 and 100, and the American men gonna win the 200 and 100. I'm saying.
Yeah.
However, I am rooting for Dina Asher Smith. Hey, Abs, if I know you're in the UK, if you see Dina Asher Smith walking around anywhere, you tell her I said that my wife doesn't mind polygamy, and I would like her to be my second wife. Please, Abs, please. Abs, you heard me? I'm
And
waiting for Abs to answer. I need Abs to answer. I think Dina Asher Smith would make a wonderful addition to the team, to the stable. And I'm just,
and if your wife changes her mind, Dina fast enough to get away.
I'm saying, somebody tell Dina Asher Smith what I said, please, please.
Oh man.
Oh my God, love that woman, boy.
Listen, she can contribute to, you know, St. Kitts way of life.
Yeah, man. Hey, Abs, if you see Dina Asher Smith, just tell her, look, we open to polygamy. We don't mind. You know what I mean? All we ask is that everybody respect each other, you know, mutually. And you know what I mean? It'll be great. It'll be great. You know, she'll be a great, you know, a great addition to the stable. Listen.
Oh man.
Hey, if anybody listening, this is not boxing talk. This is I told in the description I said there's nothing in particular I'm talking about. I'm just running my mouth. This is my break time, so I'm just having some fun talking shit. So it's not boxing. If you want to talk boxing, no problem. Give me a topic. I'm all for it. But I'm not talking about nothing specific today. Nothing specific. This is just me and 1-2 Kid talk. 1-2 Kid, you know who Dina Asher Smith is?
Yes, I do.
Oh my God. Let me tell you something.
Yes, I do.
Oh
You're not
man.
the only one trying to add her to your stable.
I'm saying, see, so now it's like maximum versus top rank. You know what I'm saying? Hey, tell her to come to St. Kitts Promotions, bro. I mean, we can do a signing bonus if she wants. You know what I'm saying? Whatever she want, man. She a blue chip prospect.
She blue chip prospect.
Tell her, Abs is my UK correspondent. Laron, that it was. That it was. I'm not joking. If Dina Asher Smith is around, I want Abs to tell her what I say. It's not a joke. I'm not joking. Okay? Um, oh, Black. Oh my God. So if anybody is wondering about this much is from Black. Jamal Charlo was on Fight Hype in one of the most drunk, moist. I mean, even for Jamal, this was a real disturbing Instagram video. In that video, he even goes on to low key diss his Castano, his brother's last upon, like, oh, Deverenchenko better than Castano. And he's clearly in that video. I don't know if he was just drunk, and the drunkenness brought out this sort of moist energy, but it was just terrible.
Oh man.
I should have time stamped the exact parts, but it was just real uncomfortable. Go to Fight Hype, anybody, and check out the latest Jamal. He was on that video pursing his lips, and just it was just like, God damn. Anytime Jamal Charlo comes on social media, any kind of live, this dude embarrasses himself. This is coming off Ronnie Shields saying David Benavidez don't got nothing to offer Jamal. We don't need Benavidez to get the Canelo fight. I think it was Black who was talking about that. And it's like, somebody need to tell me, what is Jamal Charlo's um, career trajectory? Is it just keep him warm, keep him on the sausage carousel until Canelo takes him off? Because, bro, y'all gotta watch this Fight Hype interview. I don't know if Charlo was drunk again. I don't know if he was drunk or just being extra moist, or the drunkenness was bringing out the moistness. But goddamn, I think Black said, Jamal said he was at Dunch. I don't know what Dunch is, if it was brunch or lunch, but he said he was at Dunch. Go to Fight Hype. Look at the damn Jamal Charlo interview. That shit was terrible. Terrible. Extra moist. God damn. You saw the video, Wancho Kid?
That I did. I'm not gonna leave any comments. I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm gonna try to. I took a shower after I watched it. I'm gonna erase it from my memory. I seen it. Yeah, I seen it. But it is what it is, man. You know, everybody different.
Oh, Charlo don't need to be acting like that, man. Charlo got some chick over there trying to talking about put me on camera, put me on camera. He was like, the chick proposed to him. He was like, man, goddamn. I'll put the link to the interview here. I can't play the whole interview because, you know, whatever, and I didn't timestamp it, so I can't even play the exact parts. But watch the video and come back and tell me what y'all think about Jamal Charlo's latest interview. But Jamal Charlo gonna have to man up, bro.
Oh man.
Hey,
that's what he's. Wait a minute, I didn't see the whole thing. He said his wife proposed to him.
Nah, some chick. He was just like, oh yeah, she proposed to me and some shit. I was just like,
oh. Yeah.
Hey,
it's crazy.
Martin says something to you, Wancho Kid. It says his son is a junior at Lehman High School.
Lineman for football team. Oh, okay. That's what's up.
What is Lehman, man? Is Lehman like a? Is that your high school?
Oh, that's a lineman. Layman. No. It's not my high school. No. No. I didn't go there. But hey, man, shout out to your son, man, putting in that work.
But back to Jamal Charlo. Somebody gonna have to educate me on what the PBC wants to do with Jamal Charlo, because apparently, I guess they're just keeping these guys warm until Canelo says yes, so they can bring Canelo. But how much time? Because remember, Canelo don't want no long-term deals, so you're gonna have to keep paying this dude this big money for one fight. Oh, hold on, my son's calling me. You gonna
everybody waiting for that sweepstakes, you know, even Ramirez. But he it looked like Golden Boy grew a pair and was like, yeah, we're gonna go for that Bivol work. And if y'all don't know the info on that, I would suggest you go to Black/Live that he kicked off a little late last night, and he cooked on that for a minute. So if y'all want the details, go check that out, man. I'm looking forward to that fight. But he got someone in front of him that if he talking about Canelo before he fight Bivol, he might be in for an ass whooping.
Who's that?
Ramirez.
Oh, so, it's weird, right? So after the fight, Oscar De La Hoya is like, it's an easy fight to make. We all fight for the same broadcaster. So, us and Matchroom should make that fight immediately. It's not a hard fight to make. Well, how come Oscar don't apply that same train of thought when it comes to Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney? Like, he don't want to match up Ryan Garcia. No, they're trying to steal Jojo there. Even though Jojo was on with Bill Haney and he says Ryan's a bitch, he ain't getting no offer from Ryan. Ryan don't want to fight him. So
I'll tell you, I could give you my opinion.
Go ahead.
Because nobody knows who Zerto is. and everybody know who Ryan is, and he ain't gonna throw his golden goose out there to get, you know what I mean, until he feels he's ready. But Zerto, he's like, yeah, let's go get that work. Big champ shit.
What would be worse if Ryan fought Devin and he got schooled for 12 rounds, or Ryan fought Devin he got knocked out?
I don't think it would matter. The loss itself would be, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what would be worse.
But
You know?
Oscar talking about Zerto,
Mhm.
bro. Zerto Ramirez has never put himself in a big fight. Let me
Right.
take y'all back, right? Zerto Ramirez had a chance to unify with Callum Smith at 160. This was after Callum Smith had just won the World Boxing Super Series,
Right.
as Zerto was at 168, and then that didn't happen. He moved to 175. They put him in the tournament to fight Joe Smith and them for the WBO belt. He pulled out of that. Then he just disappeared for a long time, and then I think he met up with Eddie in Miami because there was pictures out. And Eddie was like, this guy wants way too much money to fight nobodies, basically. And no, he's like, yeah, man, we want that fight. Hope they don't duck me and all this bullshit. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Well, you can see he already got a plan for him. That's why he's pitching the record thing, the padded record thing, for the most part. He do got a couple names on his resume. Not very many though, and but that's the first telltale sign right there. But being that the fact that he's trying to get in there for that title with Bibble, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. But the fact that he's talking about Canelo afterwards, I'm like, that's not how you want to go into that fight. And I was shocked to hear that the man fought at he fought at middleweight, right? At one point in his
No,
career.
yeah, he was WBO champ at middleweight.
How the hell did he
Sorry,
make middleweight?
no, sorry, middleweight. No, I don't know. I know he was at super middleweight.
Oh, I'm about to say, I'm like, damn man, this dude is huge.
Maybe he was maybe when he was super young. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. I'm like, shit, he's a massive dude. Um, so I see why he's competing where he's competing, and I'm not mad at the fight. I want to see it go down, but like I said before, I think Craig Richards competing.
Who? Zerto?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, I think the style matchup, that's why I think he could pull it off. But with Bibble, we shall see, man. We're gonna see. It's gonna be mixed up. They're gonna mix it up, and we're gonna see who's what and what's who. And then maybe but that's the other thing. Canelo campaigning at 168 right now, so I don't know why, But then again, who knows what's gonna happen? Seeing how he can't get that. We still did they finalize that fight yet
No.
between him and the sweet one?
Nah. They said they're still going through small things or whatever, so we'll see.
Oh, so they're almost
Um,
there though. Okay, we'll see though. We'll
why
see.
Bival and Beterbiev? I think if Beterbiev had stayed with Eddie, because at one point he was with Eddie Matchroom. If he had stayed there, we would have seen that fight already. But he's with Top Rank, and I guess he has 2 belts at Top Rank. I expected Bob to put Joe Smith in with him immediately, but that's not even going to happen. So I'm not sure what Bob is going to do with Beterbiev. I think they should fight, but I don't know. Bob and Eddie ain't doing no business right now
And
because
and that's I don't understand that either. And I don't hear Bibble really calling out Beterbiev, and he's been getting a lot of heat for it. But it goes the other way too. I don't hear Beterbiev calling out Bibble either.
Beterbiev don't call out nobody, right?
Yeah.
So he got his 2 fights, his unification, because those people were with Top Rank.
Mhm.
And then that's it. But you don't hear from Beterbiev at all, ever. He don't say
Yeah.
nothing to nobody, nothing. So I'm not sure why people expect Bival to do that, but Beterbiev don't do that either.
Mhm.
But I'm quite sure Bival and Beterbiev makes money in Russia. And the only people that could put on that fight in Russia would in fact be probably Matchroom and the Zone, because they do international cards quite frequently, right? And but Top Rank would probably want to do that shit in America, which we already know that shit not gonna sell nothing in
No,
America. That's not gonna sell in America.
right.
But
That's true.
Top Rank is not gonna let Eddie get Better Behave to fight on his own. It's not gonna happen. I would like it to happen, but it's not gonna happen, unfortunately. Let me
Shit.
see. What's more important to Golden Boy? Protecting Ryan or getting his early? Protecting Ryan. You gotta protect Ryan at all costs. Protect that dude. He's fragile mentally. Fragile in the heart. I don't know. Yeah,
But has that Zerto fight even been announced? Like, is it official?
nah, man. It's just Oscar and them saying they want to fight.
So it could be Cat.
It's just Scott. Oscar not gonna put nobody in there with no goddamn better Bivol. That's light work for Bivol. That's
Can
that's
you
a sparring.
imagine if he gets to 51-0 without fighting any real big names? What
Oh.
Oscar's gonna be like? He'd be like, "We did it! I told you guys, we beat the record. We're here."
That big Coke smile.
We did it.
It better be a versus
fantastic.
Smith. It's a violence fight. Yeah, it's a violence fight one way because I think Better Be would absolutely destroy Joe Smith. I think Better Be would destroy Joe.
You don't give Joe Smith a puncher's chance.
Yeah, of course he has a puncher's chance, and we've seen Better Be dropped by what's his name, Callum Johnson, and I picked Callum Johnson to beat Joe Smith. I think Callum Johnson and Joe Smith are about the same fighter. Well, back then, but I don't know. No, Callum has been very.
So you don't think the Alito Alvarez fight was a good win for Joe Smith?
Yeah, sure.
Based on his last performance, you're saying you think.
I watched Joe Smith fight other people, and Joe Smith looks like a bread and butter type of fighter. He doesn't do anything great. He's kind of basic. Like I watched him fight Bivol, and Bivol turned that shit into a sparring match.
Yeah.
Bivol didn't do anything that was spectacular. He just turned it into a sparring match. He just turned it into a 12-round sparring match. And then he looked great against Alvarez, no doubt. But then he fought. Who did he fight last?
Yeah.
Last
that fight was.
And then he didn't look good at all. And it's like, bro, Joe Smith needs new trainers or something to kind of vary up his fighting style because he's kind of too basic. These guys are gonna figure him out quick, right? Yeah. So that's just what you think Joe Smith has a better chance than I'm giving him.
I think he got a puncher's chance. I mean, sometimes he's definitely gutsy too. He don't just fold up when you're getting the better of him. He hits hard. He's determined as shit, and he got power on both hands. He got an okay jab. He doesn't do anything spectacular like you said, but that pressure breaks pipes, man. And I mean, let's just be honest. Like, I've seen Beterbiev get rocked by lesser fighters, and if this dude lands one of them shots, I don't know Beterbiev to be a defensive master. So I think, I lean towards Beterbiev like yourself, but I'll give it 65-35.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. But yeah, that Beterbiev versus Bivol fight only makes money in Russia. And Top Rank not gonna give Eddie the opportunity to promote that fight. But then I don't know what they do with Beterbiev in the meantime, because they're organizing Joe Smith to fight Danny Jacobs in New York, right? Same thing for Eddie. So Eddie needs to try and push for Zerto to fight Bivol this year and get him something to do. I don't know when Bivol's contract runs out with Eddie, because I think Eddie also wants Buatsi to take that belt off of Bivol. I think that's what he's trying to do. He wants to get Buatsi in that fight eventually. So he's trying to keep Bivol around, but I don't know what he's going to do. But in terms of even Buatsi, I don't know what Buatsi's career is, because he's not domestic level, but he hasn't fought no good international fighters, no world-class fighters yet. As much as people talk about Anthony Yard, Anthony Yard has fought domestic and he has fought international world-class guys. He's lost against them, but I don't know what Boatsi's career is supposed to be. I know Eddie Hearn wants that Bivol fight for Boatsi, but I don't even know if Boatsi is domestic level. I really have no idea.
So what you're saying, basic like Better Biev and Bivol, they're kind of holding that fight off to get a couple more big name fighters in the States to better their name.
I think so.
Because when we look at their careers, like I think Bivol in the short amount of fights that he's had, he's got a spectacular fucking resume.
Yep. You see, a lot of people underrate Bivol too, but they didn't actually look at his resume. He's beaten up a lot of motherfuckers.
Yeah. I seen a lot of that. I had a lot of comments in a highlight video where they were like, this guy beats up nobodies. I'm like, what? Like, but who does he fought? And I'm like, what are you talking about, man? Then I know I'm not really talking to a boxing fan.
Nah, because they don't watch boxing, bro. If you look at Bivol's resume, all the people that he probably could fight in the interim, he's already fought them. He's already beaten up John Pascal. He beat up Sullivan Barrera. You know what I'm saying? He just beat up Craig Richards. There's really no one else for Bivol to fight. He's beat Joe Smith, who's now a champion. So there's nobody for him to fight in the interim. Like for Bivol, no, it's only, I guess, Zerdo and I guess a championship fight.
So they looking at it like, well, you know, these guys are running out of people to fight, but at the same time, it's like the fight still ain't big enough for us to put it on. We want to get as much as we can out of this fight. But unfortunately,
I think Bob Arum is of that mind, but I think if Eddie Hearn had the chance, he would make a Better Biev fight right now.
Yeah. Well, I know Better Biev ain't getting no younger.
Exactly. And I don't understand why Bob Arum is playing around with Better Biev, because he's not a young man. He's never been a fleet of foot type guy. You know, he's a flat-footed guy. He's a power puncher.
Yeah.
That's why I tell people, to me, I think Dimitri Bivol is the best in the division because of his movement, because of his technique, right?
I feel the same. Yeah.
So when you have Better Biev who's aging, he's never been fast. You know, Black, you say they're in serious talks. Where you see that? On boxing scene or something?
Serious talks. It's serious out here.
Okay.
They ripping shots to the contract.
Yeah. Oscar and Golden Boy are now plotting to leave the zone, and I'm like, where you gonna leave the zone to go? To Triller? You gonna go to Triller? Man, stop.
I don't know, man.
Triller, I don't know. Triller can't even goddamn put on their car with Teofimo.
That's right. Yup. They can't. They can't even get it in. Even though the money's there, they still can't make it work.
It's not gonna happen.
Or is it? We don't know. I know Mike said they still owe him money.
Mike who?
Mike Tyson.
Oh my God.
There's only one Mike when it comes to boxing, man. He retired. So Mike who? Mike Tyson, man. Yeah, he said he ain't get his he ain't get his shit yet. He ain't get all his money yet. So he like shit. Smoking his weed, like, y'all better come up with my money. Shit. You got him on the clock. Yeah, man. So they saying that they got the money and all that stuff, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, if this guy ain't getting paid and he's the one basically putting you guys on, you know, you're using his name, you better pay that man.
Jesus.
Better pay that man.
Oh, here it is. Black is right. It's on boxing scene. Zerdo talking about, you know, he gonna fight Dimitri Bivol. Let me tell you something. If that fight happens, I got Bivol by a 12-round decision. A UD.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop that one link, that Hauser report, to you guys, because for some reason, and you know what's funny is when I clicked on it, I had it and I accidentally, closed the window. But when the first time I clicked on it, it took a long ass time to load, and I didn't know why. And the second time it said it wouldn't reach the site and it won't go to it, it won't talk to it. And it's about USADA and VADA, and it talks about uh, Canelo. It talks about Mayweather. It talks about the Charlo brothers. Talks about a lot of shit. The it talks about the commissions and how things work in retrospect. And I think it's a very eye-opening article, and I will drop that in the Google chats as well, so you guys can check it out. It's very eye-opening to how these guys move and what they're up to. And there's other articles that I've read, and I'm just not, when it comes to this VADA work, the UGC, TAC, we talk about this shit all the time. You know what I mean? Ira Khan kicks it off. Black, we all talk about this shit. This shit is serious, man. If you want to clean up the sport, this is the way. This is the way to go about it. It's to find the root of the problem. You know what I mean? And what they doing is they confusing people by putting 4 doors up, and then when you get to the 4th door, you go back to the first one. But you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you realize who's really pulling the bullshit and who is benefiting from this bullshit. And you could, judge for yourself after reading the article, guys. And maybe you could clarify it a little better or break it down in a presentation better than myself. So I'll give it to you guys to do what you want with it. But man, it is crazy. It's crazy, man.
I hear you, man. Hey, yo, I ain't got much else to say. I'm gonna have to get back to my job. Anything from you, want to, kid?
Nothing much, man. Ain't nothing really popping right now. But shout out to you, Con, for having me on. Always a pleasure, my man. And shout out to the whole chat, man. Thanks
Yeah, man,
again.
appreciate it. That was 1-2 Kid. Y'all, please check out 1-2 Kid's channel, like and subscribe, please. Abs, Abs. Let me tell you something. You find Dina Asher Smith for me. You tell her what I said, okay? You tell her. You tell her. I mean, we have a very attractive compensation package over here. We have a lot of benefits over at this side of the street. All she got to do is say yes, bro. I have a wife who's not opposed to polygamy. Wants is somebody who is qualified, somebody who's going to add value to our association. God damn, Dina fine. Hey, have a nice day, all right? Black, LaRon, Martin Ramos. Hey, Martin Ramos, you're the barber guy, right? Yeah. I think you're the barber guy. Who else was on? IOTB. Hey, shit. IOTBA was on, man. Shit. My bad, bro. D Nice was on. BM Boxing News was on. Hey, my bad to everybody who was on, man. Peace to y'all. Y'all have a nice day. Your advances. Hey, let me tell you something, bro. I sent you on a mission. I didn't send you on a mission for yourself. I sent you on a mission for me. What sort of mutiny is this? Listen, I'm gonna be up in England next year for the Commonwealth Games. You tell Dina Asher Smith where to find me. All right, I'm gonna be in Birmingham next year for the Commonwealth Games. You listen. Y'all have a nice day, man. Because AI is trying to frustrate me. So, peace out to y'all, man.